Moving boxes or furniture can be difficult, and it's easy to hurt yourself. A dolly can really help, but a mover's dolly by ClearStyle is the absolute best choice. Compact and strong, it is the perfect dolly for any moving job. And unlike a wood or steel dolly, ours is made with CNC aluminum with an anti-slip finish pattern. It won't rust like the competition. Our dolly can support up to 800 pounds. We've also designed 2 cart slots, so you can use a safety belt to secure your packages. Our 4x3-inch TPU swivel wheels are made for smooth rolling, and all 4 can be swiveled 360 degrees to allow you to easily guide the cart where you want it to go. The 2 back wheels have a high-quality brake system and can be locked into place to ensure your dolly doesn't roll away. And it's easy to store, like under a table or in any garage corner. So get a dolly you can trust and order your Mover's Dolly by ClearStyle today.
Product from the black carrying bag. You should have 2 padded harnesses, 2 5-inch metal tension buckles, a 12-foot long lifting strap, and a multilingual instruction manual. Take the harness and put it on, just like you would wearing a vest. Snap the buckle together located up by your sternum. For proper use, keep this chest strap loose. It is designed to simply keep the harness from falling off your shoulders, and over-tightening is not necessary. The harness should now form an H pattern on your body, with the metal tension buckles called tri-snaps hanging at your sides. Attach the 5-inch metal tension buckle to the tri-snaps, ensuring that the harness straps lie flat against your body and are not twisted. By pulling down on the webbing straps up by your shoulders, adjust the harness so that the buckle falls just below the belt line. Normally, you'll need to pull down on these straps to about the shoulder level, but you may need to adjust up or down depending on how tall you are. Each time you go into and out of your harness, you'll need to detach one side from the tension buckle. In between moves, you can clip the harness behind your back so that it's out of the way. Section 2. Threading and adjusting the lifting strap. Unfold the lifting strap and from the bottom, thread one end up and over the top of the movable bar. Then fold the strap over and thread it back down through the tension buckle. The shorter end should now be on top of the strap facing away from your body. If you need to make adjustments to the strap, you can lengthen or shorten the slack by lifting the buckle and pulling more or less strap. Section 3. Properly placing the lifting strap. Once you and your lifting partner have your harnesses properly adjusted, you're ready to place the lifting strap. Place your foot behind the item that is to be lifted and tilt it back just enough to allow you to slide the strap underneath. Ensure that the strap lies flat and is not twisted under the item, then take up the slack by adjusting at the tension buckle. If your item is front heavy, place the strap closer to the front of the object to best accommodate for the item's true center of gravity. Section 4. Technique over strength. How to properly lift any item. People get very excited when they first learn about the ProLift harness and its capability. Before attempting more complicated and heavier lifts, however, it's important to practice on lighter objects first on a flat and stable surface. The ProLift utilizes technique over strength in order to lift heavy or awkwardly shaped objects that would be very difficult or impossible to do so on your own. Once you've adjusted the strap, you and your lifting partner will begin the lift from the squat position. Depending on height differences and the shape of the item, one partner may have to squat down more than the other. Begin standing and push the item towards your partner as you do so. It is very important to keep your arms fully extended. This promotes good lifting posture by ensuring that the weight of the item is distributed over your legs and shoulders and not to your back. Once standing, make sure that the item is supported evenly by the strap. If the item is tipping one way or the other, set the item back down and adjust the strap accordingly. Section 5. Walking and maneuvering with the ProLift harness. Once you and your partner have successfully lifted the item, moving around should be very easy. Remember to keep your arms locked when walking with the item. This keeps the item stable and also prevents your knees from hitting the bottom of the object you're carrying. Keep your hips and back square, avoiding any swaying or twisting of the back. Once you've reached your destination, communicate with your partner to begin setting the object down. Slowly squat down and set the item on a flat surface. Release the strap by loosening at the tension buckle. You have now completed a successful lift. Section 6. Navigating stairs. Using the ProLift to navigate a staircase is a much more advanced technique. Make sure you feel comfortable with smaller objects on flat surfaces first, before attempting stairs. In order for the item to be moved up or down a staircase, you'll need to go into a much deeper squat than usual. This is done so that the item can be lifted higher off the ground and doesn't come in contact with the stairs. It's important to not place your hands too high on the object or push upwards on the item being carried, as this can cause it to slide on the lifting strap when carrying at an angle. When both partners are mid-stair, the item being carried will actually be tilted. This is proper form, and do not attempt to correct this. The item will be level when you reach the top of the stairs. This positioning allows both partners to navigate the stairs freely without hitting their head or feet on the item being lifted. Whichever lifting partner is positioned lower on the staircase, whether it be going up or downstairs, this will be the one that is bearing more of the weight, and his or her arms must be fully extended and locked to support the item properly. Section 7. Tips and tricks. Tip number 1.
Up.
Good communication with your lifting partner is the key to safe lifting and maneuvering. It's important to clearly state the timing of when to lift and set the object down,
And set.
as well as to be vocal with your partner about curbs, stairs, carpets, and other tricky steps. Tip number 2. You can position the lifting strap under the item before threading it into the tension buckle. It will make it a lot easier to position the lifting strap if you're not tethered to your harness. If possible, you can also slide the strap underneath the item without tilting it. Tip number 3. Perform a test lift to make sure the item is level. If it's not level, set the item back down and readjust. One or both partners will need to adjust the strap in or out. Over time, you'll get better at seeing which way the strap needs to be adjusted for an even lift. Tip number 4. When squatting before a lift, the deeper the squat, the higher the object will be lifted off the ground. Recall that you will need a deep squat in order to clear stairs. But for basic lifts that do not require this ground clearance, you don't need to lift the item too far off the ground. Tip number 5. In between moves, the tension buckle can be clipped behind your back out of the way. This makes it easier when connecting appliances and ensures that the buckle doesn't scratch anything. Tip number 6. When lifting narrow objects, tuck the excess strap out of the way to avoid tripping. You can fold the lifting strap back through the straps of the harness. Tip number 7. Make sure the padded harness is properly seated over your shoulders. It should not be too far forward so that the straps are touching your neck. If this happens, readjust as necessary. Section 8. Benefits of the ProLift harness. After mastering the basics of lifting and maneuvering, you'll find that the one-strap system utilized by the ProLift harness provides many benefits to moving heavy or awkwardly shaped items. You can open and close doors without setting the object down. With the ProLift harness, your hands are free to safely guide any item through a doorway, holding doors, sliding screens, or unlocking gates along the way. The ProLift works equally well with people of different heights. By properly adjusting the tension buckle to accommodate for a difference in height, lifters of any size from tall to short and anything in between can safely use the ProLift together. The lifting strap is designed to be able to lift many different kinds of objects and appliances. Long, short, wide, tall, or narrow items can all be safely carried by adjusting the lifting strap accordingly. The 12-foot-long lifting strap can safely be used with objects up to 9 feet long.
Moving boxes or furniture can be difficult, and it's easy to hurt yourself. A dolly can really help, but a mover's dolly by ClearStyle is the absolute best choice. Compact and strong, it is the perfect dolly for any moving job. And unlike a wood or steel dolly, ours is made with CNC aluminum with an anti-slip finish pattern. It won't rust like the competition. Our dolly can support up to 800 pounds. We've also designed 2 cart slots, so you can use a safety belt to secure your packages. Our 4x3-inch TPU swivel wheels are made for smooth rolling, and all 4 can be swiveled 360 degrees to allow you to easily guide the cart where you want it to go. The two back wheels have a high-quality brake system and can be locked into place to ensure your dolly doesn't roll away. And it's easy to store, like under a table or in any garage corner. So get a dolly you can trust and order your Movers Dolly by ClearStyle today.